in the post-enlightenment world that we are still somewhat working inside of. Um, and yeah, that's the challenge, because you can't deny science and its ability to change societies and individual bodies for the good, um, as well as part of that longer history is also uh, horrible treatment of individuals and much more kinds of malignant attitudes that
Mm.
are also built into the rise of science and the Enlightenment and so on. Um, but as you were saying, I mean, part of the success, at least in the West, was this, sort of cutting off of the interior life and thinking more about how to study the natural world, objectively in some
Sure, sure.
and that's we've seen in the 18th into the 19th and into the 20th century where that has led,
Yeah.
both incredible advances and transformations in public health and in medicine, and also the Holocaust, and
Right,
other
right.
expressions of, again, of more uh, horrific actions with, in terms of science. Um,
Yeah.
so it's, I don't know if I have the answers, but I think in the space, for example, that you mentioned of psychedelics,
Mm.
that in that little corner of the larger universe, you see the ways in which science and religion are so um, integral.
Yes, yes.
What is happening uh, um, in terms of psychology, in terms of therapy, or therapeutic potential.
Mm.
Uh, but I don't think they're still working out how a more humanities or religious vision and intervention uh, can play a role in the larger clinical context. Um, there seems to be over here a growing uh, market for psychedelic assisted therapy and having trained guides.
Mm.
And so there you can see um, people who are um, both inside and outside of traditional religions
Right.
getting involved. And so that this is all happening right now in real time, and I think there's a sense in which it's the wild, wild west. But there's also the sense in which we're going to see how science and religion kind of deal with and work together to think about what impact psychedelics can have for people suffering from PTSD or